Howdy folks, Spencer here, and today recruitment events have been announced for both PC and console. On PC, this is going to be Delta Recruitment, and for console, it is going to be Temporal Recruit. Both of these events are going to be running from May 13th up through June 3rd on their respective platforms. And for those of you over on console, alongside the start of the Temporal Recruitment, there's going to be a 30% sale in the Zen store for anything TOS related, and that sale's running from the 13th up through May 19th. Now, I've got videos talking about both of these recruitment events and some tips and benefits from them, so I'm going to have both of those videos along with the corresponding wiki pages for the events linked down below for those interested. But to recap, Temporal, which console has right now, or will have tomorrow, is really important to take advantage of, especially if you're a newer player to the game. If you make a Temporal character during this TOS Fed, and you get the reputations done on it, there is a perk associated with this that benefits your entire account that will make it so any of the rep gear that you get from projects, you get it at Mark 13 Ultra Rare instead of Mark 12 Very Rare. Now, that won't apply retroactively to the gear that you've already obtained or to projects already started, but that is a huge benefit for any future reputation projects that you're doing to acquire gear. And again, the Temporal Recruitment event is for TOS Fed, and then for the Delta Recruitment over on PC, that is going to be for any new Klingon, Romulan, or the STO original Fed faction, so 2409. So any new characters you make for any of those factions during this event can become a recruitment character. Now, you need to make sure that you play through the tutorial while the recruitment event is active. Make sure you get the little recruitment device in your inventory. It's a device that when you double click it, it gives you a list of tasks to do. So make sure you have that. And, remember with any of these recruitment events, the only thing that you actually have to do during the actual event here is make the character, get through the tutorial, make sure you have the little recruitment doodad in your inventory. Any of the actual tasks can be done whenever throughout the year. You can do them outside of the recruitment event. So don't rush to get all those done, but if you don't have a recruit character already, then make sure to take advantage and get some set up while this event is active. And that is all of the new news for today, but I do have a few other updates. So I talked about in the prior news video about maybe setting up a form on the STO Builds website. There's some talk with the wiki folks where we might be able to actually make that a reality. So if that is something you're interested in, then stay tuned. And of course, there is still some sales going on. There's that big Epic Zen sale, and there is still a Zen sale running for Arc, Steam, and both PlayStation and Xbox right now. But as I talked about in the video over the weekend, that sale over on Epic, if you're able to take advantage of it, is pretty crazy. And of course, Epic creator code CasualSAB is greatly appreciated if you could use that at checkout. But aside from that, the only other thing is I did release that video addressing the question that Bordicus and Thomas had for me about how to make ships that are not meta focused a bit more appealing. So that video's out. It's as expected, a little bit controversial. There's been some good counterpoints to some of the things I said in there, but there's also a really big thread over on the STO Build subreddit. So if you're wanting to jump into that conversation, add some thoughts about how some bridge officer abilities could be brought up to modern standards, or just listen to Mara, Cheops, and myself, just talk about this all for half an hour, links to all of that are down below. And that is everything for today. So as always, thank you to all channel members and viewers for the continued support. And again, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them down below or hop on over to either the CasualSAB or Builds Discord and ask away in there.